So we're right around the corner when it comes to the Steam Deck Q2 orders being available to be placed so that we can actually purchase and get our Steam Decks. I'm in Q2. I just got notified earlier today. Well, at least not really notified. They kind of changed it around to showcase. Well, I'm pointing this direction. I should put it over here. But, showcasing that the one that I have, the 512 gig model with the NVMe SSD, that my expected order availability for Q2 is between April and June of 2022. From what I understand, what I've seen from a lot of people is that this is going to be available starting April 11th is when we should start expecting people to be able to make their purchases and get it. And I believe it ships within 3 to 4 days, maybe a week at most. So I'm looking forward to it. A lot of things that I'm looking forward to doing with my Steam Deck when I get it is I'm looking forward to, not only I understand like the portability is not as big of a factor as it is with something in comparison to like a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation Vita, right? It's not going to have that level of portability when it comes to battery life because it's a much more powerful platform. Plus, is playing a lot more demanding games overall. But a lot of things that I'm looking to do with mine when I get my Steam Deck off the top, and I'm just going to be completely honest about this, emulation. Being able to play a lot of my retro consoles on that is going to be an absolute joy. Now, I've modified my PlayStation Vita to be able to play retro titles. Not everything runs smoothly, but there's a lot of games that I have, like a lot of physical games that I have. You can see a lot of my retro collection here, where I would like to be able to play, a lot of my NES games, a lot of my SNES, Master System, PC Engine, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn. I got a pretty extensive Sega Saturn collection. I'd like to play my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, and GameCube and even Wii. Well, the games that aren't using like the motion gimmick. I want to be able to play all those. And I've got a 1 terabyte micro SD card to be able to have all that on there, on top of still being able to use my games for Steam. Like there's a lot of games I want to play that I have on my Steam library. I want to be able to play Monster Hunter Rise. I know that's available on the Switch, but I personally prefer playing that on PC. And so if I can get that portably and it looking better than it does on the Switch and running better, then I'm all for that. Other things that I really want to be able to play on the go with it are games that are exclusive kind of to Steam that aren't on console for some, or modern consoles like Chrono Trigger. I don't know why it's been left to mobile and to like to Steam for so long. Like the last console port of Chrono Trigger we've had was like on the DS a decade plus ago, which I have a copy of that, and I'm very grateful for having that. But I want to be able to play that and the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters because I've been on a real retro Final Fantasy kick, and again, I don't know why those are exclusive to Steam and mobile, why they're not on platforms. Maybe they'll be coming down the road, but those are types of titles I want to play as far as like the retro titles. Other things is like fighting games, like King of Fighters 15, being able to play that portably. That's something I'm really wanting to do. And also other titles I have, if I were to run through my Steam catalog that I have, I'm looking at, let's see, when it decides it wants to load, because it wants to be all finicky and whatnot. There are titles I would like to play. I want to be able to play Borderlands portably. I know you can do that on the Vita. I know you can do it on the Switch, but in a way that I feel is more optimized than what it's been, at least with a higher quality. Other things I'm looking at is I'm looking at the dock whenever that's going to come out, because I know there's been some issues when it comes to utilizing the I believe a lot of third-party adapters. Some people are claiming that it bricks their Steam Deck. Some people are saying that it doesn't. I'm really confident and waiting for like the official Steam Deck dock and just using that because I'd rather play it safe than sorry. Now, with the model that I have, the 512 gig, so I've got, you know, quote unquote fastest storage. Even though what's interesting is you could actually take it apart. You might avoid your warranty, but you can take it apart. There's so many videos where they're taking out the 64 gig and they putting in a faster NVMe SSD, which is completely possible. I personally don't have a need to do that. The 512 plus the 1 terabyte micro SD card is going to be perfectly fine for me. So apparently, it also has like the premium anti-glare etch glass. I don't know how good that is because I haven't seen enough videos for people to have the 512 gig. I know personally some people that do have like the 64 and the 256 gig, and they're like, "Oh, it's fine. It's just not as vibrant as the Switch OLED." Although I think if we had an OLED in it, it would actually take away from that battery. That's just my own personal opinion. So what? It's got the carrying case, exclusive carrying case, Steam Community Profile Bundle, whatever that's going to be, and exclusive virtual keyboard thing, which I've heard the virtual keyboard is not even that great to begin with. So I'm not really losing sleep over that whatsoever. But being able to play a lot of games, retro, emulation, modern titles. I play like one of the games I like to play a lot is Halo Master Chief Collection. And I have that on Steam, and now I can be able to play that portably, which is going to be great. Plus, they've made it. They're working with Microsoft, so now that you can utilize, Game Pass through XCloud on your Steam Deck. So I'm looking forward to that too. Even I could technically do that like with my iPhone and my what's the controller? The Backbone. I could do that with the Backbone. It's just the idea of just having a dedicated hardware for that. I've heard some videos where, I've watched some videos I heard, but in some videos in this case, yes, I've heard some people say that the Steam Deck gets warm. I don't know if it gets warm. Some say it gets warm. Some say it's cool. Some say it gets really loud. Some say it's quiet. I really depend. I think it's just like a PC. I mean, technically it is a PC. It's a Linux-based PC. But I think for like any typical PC, it's really going to come down to what are you using it for. So if you're going to push something like God of War, of course it's going to get loud. That's the other thing. There's Sony exclusives that are they were PlayStation. That's a platform exclusive, but they're on PC. Being able to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Days Gone, and probably what's the next one? Ghost of Tsushima is probably the next one that's going to be heading up to PlayStation on PC. So being able to play that portably is going to be dope, and just all the other stuff you can do with it. It's just, as a gearhead, I'm so excited to get it. I can't wait. Anyways, once you guys tell me what you think, what model did you get? Are you considering the Steam Deck? Is this something you're interested in? Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and get the conversation going in the comment section below. Let me know which of the 3 models you got, if you got any, or if you prefer to get something else like the AI, I can't even talk, AI Neo, or if you're just confident and, well, not confident, you're content. I'm messing up my words. If you're content with just, using a Switch as your primary portable gaming platform. Whatever your thoughts are, let's get the conversation going in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, I know this is probably spur of the moment, off the dome, not the best overall, but hey, I did a poll and I asked you guys if you wanted me to talk about retro and Steam Deck, and you guys said yes. So this is something I'm actually very passionate about. I just haven't had the time doing videos about it. So you're probably, if you guys really enjoyed this, expect more videos. Like I'm just shooting and talking off the dome about the Steam Deck. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you may be a gaming channel or you're a tech channel. I'm a variety content creator. I cover content that I care about, which is games, tech, anime, manga, and such. So it's also something. I'll be doing some reviews for some additional manga and anime. So with that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. I see you want to see you in the next video. Peace. Mahalo for making it to the end of the video. And if you found anything of importance or substance that you gained from watching this, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that you get from my channel, from podcasts, streams, reviews, impressions, reactions, and so much more. If you want to support what we do have channel memberships. We've got Patreon, we've got Subscribe Star, as well as coffee, which I would love to be drinking some coffee right now, which I am. That's some good coffee. But anyway, we got all of that, and we also have merch on Teespring and TeePublic, so make sure you go check that out. And all that being said, I just hope to see you in the next video that I put out. So hey, see you around.